What's up Kyokushin heroes? In this video we're going to learn about how to block punches during a fight. This is something that not many people do, but I feel is so very important because it can save you from serious hits and destabilize your adversary. So stay connected. So why is blocking so interesting? Simply because it doesn't take much effort to do, and you can drastically decrease the amount of hits received while your opponent is actually throwing energy into thin air for nothing. Yeah, that is how it's going to feel. And for that, we're going to use, in my opinion, the most important block in Kyokushin, Soto Uke, which means blocking from outside. The Kihon move that you probably know is performed like this, but we're actually going to use the last part of the move for kumite. So it will look like this. What's important for you to block correctly is to use your hips. I know you heard me say that before, but this is something so important that I'm going to tell you that in so many other videos, so get used to it. The arms, on the other hand, are not going to move that much. So don't block like this, which might hurt you, but instead focus on hip rotation the same way you do when you attack. Also make sure to always have a good guard, because if your arms are so close to your body like this will happen and you won't be able to block correctly anymore. Your opponent might actually be punching your arm, which is really painful. Another tip to reduce the force of impact is to pivot the forearms like we see in the Kihon move. We often talk about blocking, but I feel like we're more deviating the blows because we're not Dragon Ball Z characters, and trust me, I'm the first to wish I was. Finally, blocking will ask you to be as relaxed as possible, almost as if you were a gun. That is why I tend to open my hands when I block, so that I don't risk to get all tense and get hurt even though the opponent is not really touching me. Also make sure your abs are locked, because you never know that the block will work, and if the punch touches you, you're screwed. Okay, let's now see exercises that will help you to train your blocks for kumite. But as always, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, comment and share this video on your social media. Now, like everything else in combat sports, it must be repeated and conditioned if you want to be able to use it in a real fight. First step is going to work on the block while a partner is throwing Oitsuki Gyakutsuki. Simply work on your body rotation and make sure to be as relaxed and smooth as possible. Repeat it as much as it takes for it to be automatic, and try it as soon as you practice kumite. Second step, each in turn, you're going to go Oitsuki Gyakutsuki and then block. So like that, you go from defense to attack and try to stay as much in place as possible to really focus only on the move. The goal here is to switch from attack to blocks, because in a fight, as great as you could become with this, you won't be able to block every single attack from your opponent. So you must be able to follow with counter attacks. And step 3 will be to block as many punches as possible. One of the partner is going to throw Tsuki, while the other is going to try to block everything. Of course, you won't succeed, but the goal here is to level up your reflexes. So, don't go too fast, work at a normal pace for you to be able to anticipate when the partner is going to attack. Remember that building reflexes takes time. We only saw today the most basic Kyokushin block, which can be used in a standard distance, but there are actually other forms of blocking for closer or even longer distance. For example, an application of Gedan Barai for punches is possible, but we'll see about that in a future video. In the next video, we're going to talk about back kick or Rishidogeri. I hope you enjoyed today's content. Don't hesitate to drop a like, a comment, subscribe, and watch our previous videos. See you next time.